It's quite scary how fast 5 years can fly by and how much can change in that amount of time as well. Quite a fitting location and setting here. I've literally recreated the picture for a special video. Welcome to 5 years of owning my Suzuki Swift Sport ZC32S. This location is actually one of the first locations I came to for a video on the channel. I think it's actually the 0 to 60 video I came here for. The first video was uploaded to my channel on the 26th of May 2021, which is actually nearly 2 years after I'd already owned the car. I don't know why I didn't make videos of this in 2019. I was too much of a wuss to do it, I think. But yeah, we're just going to be looking back on some of the best features of the car that I've done so far, additional features that is, the best moments I've had and trips taken. What the hell am I doing after this, because it's a long time that I've had this car, and yeah, it's just the best moments, best bits sort of thing. So yeah, we'll jump right into it. So my first video, like I said, 26th of May 2021, and it was probably the worst video I've ever made. The car coming on, we're not going to stand in the road and get run over. It was probably one of the worst videos I will ever have the pleasure of making. The first 5 are probably all terrible, and it's funny because they're some of the most viewed videos, but that's usually how it goes. Yeah, we've had loads of videos since then. We've had a few interesting videos since then, one being the remap video, and I'd like to mention this in a more modern video because I had so many idiots coming at me saying, oh, you broken a perfectly good car, oh, you ruined it, oh, this, oh, that. Yeah, well, I've not ruined it because it's still sat here today. So yeah, the actual situation with the remapping was the ECU has like 30 odd little pins on the end of the plug, and one was bent just ever so slightly out of place, just basically monging the whole thing out. But as soon as we straightened it back out, it was fine, and I've never had a hiccup with the car ever again since then. And then looking back at another time that I've had with this car is when I went through my many splitters, and I nearly chewed through this one the other day as well. As you can see, I've re-cracked it here, but you might find out in a video why soon enough. I don't think I've caught it on camera, but the splitter just, it took a beating. So yeah, we've had many splitters on here, many renditions of skirts and stuff, and like combination of skirts and splitters. There's been like 4. The skirts are actually still the original ones. There is a couple of trunks missing out of them now, so they're gonna have to get ditched at some point. But yeah, we've had the renditions of many splitters and trying to make them look right and make them fit, but I couldn't quite get it as good as In Tuning have done with this one. We did have the gear linkage video as well, looking back to 2021. That was one of my most viewed videos. That's currently sat on like 31,500 views or something absolutely nuts like that. So yeah, shout out to everyone that's watched that, because I've received mental support for that. And yeah, moving on to some things that I didn't keep, like the OG splitters, the lowering springs. There's a few other bits that I've ditched along the way as well, like gear shifters as well. I've still got my Tegawa gear shifter in this car now, not installed. It fits but doesn't fit at the same time because it doesn't work with the reverse collar. So I'll either wait till another project, or I might just give it away or something. I really don't know. I might do a giveaway with it, to be fair. And bringing it back into slightly more modern times, for the last 18 months is probably where I'd say this car's changed the most, because we've had the front grille, the proper splitter, the EP3 wheels have been back on, although I've had those since 2021, but I had to take them off because the tyres were bald as hell. The spoiler, I've put my little Walls Workshop handle there, and the diffuser have all come in the past 18 months. Some of it mainly in the past 6 months, to be honest, because I've been trying to just gather loads of stuff together, and just, you know, I've said it 56 times before, I'm not going to say it again. But yeah, that's the last 18 months have really brought this car along so much. If I remember rightly, the first thing I did was these wind deflectors, and if I'm also right in remembering the picture contrasting with the intro that I did, I don't even think it had wind deflectors in that picture, so that's definitely a 2019 picture. And I think to discuss the next segment, which will be everywhere that I've actually been in the Swift, events, trips, days out, blah blah, and a few of my favourite things about the car, we'll discuss that on the move next, going to another nice little location, which I'm going to wing because I don't actually know where I'm going yet. I had to just pull over on the side of the road just a bit further down from where I was, but you can see the Manchester skyline down there. I went to the location I was going to go to. It was a full-on country park, and the one day I've chosen to shoot this video, it's full of construction workers and vans and noise and jackhammers and God knows what. So I'm just going to leave that, and I'm going to sit here as well. Oh, I completely forgot that I had them big, bright, flashy side indicators. Wow, there's genuinely stuff I've done to this that I've lost track of over the years. So we'll start off again. the things I've actually done in this, and I want to mention a certain trip first before I get into anything else, because I had like about 15 to 20 gig of raw footage of an amazing road trip I went on last year with my mum and dad in their black 4-wheel drive ZC13 or 73, whatever it is, I can't remember. I went all to a place called Bamburgh Castle, I went over to the Holy Island, I also went to Berwick-upon-Tweed, all up the A1, humongous road trip to Hadrian's Wall over the A69, which covers the width of England, sort of like Carlisle to Newcastle. Literally got home because I was trying to fix the original head unit in this before I put my uprated one in, because it required to have an SD card formatted with the update map file on it to fix it. So I've gone and deleted all the footage off that, and I genuinely think that would have been one of my best YouTube videos today. It would have been edited well and everything. I'd actually thought about it, and Divvy over here went and deleted it all straight away without even realising. So yeah, there was that, but I'm gonna have to recreate that road trip. I'm down to do it again because it was just such a good experience in real life. So we've also done events as well. D-Max 250, 2 Suzuki Swift community drive outs / owners drive outs as well, I'll say both groups. Shed-fest, should have been 2 Shed-fests, but we were having the ticking situation. Japfest, my first Japfest, which is probably my most favourite event that I've been to so far with this, and also the 1,000 subscribers race from Piccadilly Station, which is just over there somewhere, to Scarborough, which was also a bit of a banger video. And to add on to that, I think my favourite moment that I've had in this car, discounting the whole Berwick-upon-Tweed trip that got deleted footage-wise, I'd probably say Japfest. You know, I felt like it was a proper min little event. It was freezing cold on that day though, like with wind. The wind was howling away, to make sure I won't get one over there. Yeah, the wind was howling away, and it was freezing till about 10 or 11 o'clock, and then things started warming up, and then you know, the coffee stands open, you could go and buy yourself a £6.50 coffee and a £9.50 pasty. Prices aside though, what a good day Japfest was though. I got to see tons and tons of Swift. There was more than I thought there, to be quite honest with you, and many more of my favourite cars, all whilst having this on display, and it was absolutely filthy on display as well. So I do apologise for letting the stand down, because I was genuinely was the only one with a dirty car, but I had to come from the not so grim up north. Well, it's not so grim up here, it's more grim further you go that way. And I'd say my favourite things about the car that I've done to it has to be the spoiler and also the exhaust. I think them two top everything else that I've done so far, but there's something soon that might take that top spot, but I'm not saying anything more. 2 things actually. See, I lose track myself. And I think for the next location, because it's getting a bit rowdy and crowded down here, I will have to go and wait a minute for these guys to pass. So I don't want to annoy people, keep stopping traffic like this. Yeah, we're going to move to a new location so that doesn't happen again. God's sake, I'm going to have to think on my toes again now. I cannot be bothered getting the key out of the pocket. Start, come on, you know it's here. It's because I've got this rubber case on, I figured it out. It just takes ages to register it. There we go. Yeah, the light's still probably going to be on. Oh no, it's sorted it. Because I'm nice, I'll throw a little POV drive into this. Again, not going mad, still keeping my eye on the top end ticking. The situation with that is actually fine now. It has quietened down a little bit. I've put a tiny bit of oil thickener in. I know that's not actually a fix for it, it's just a bit of a deterrent, but it stops me worrying about it and pulling over it literally every 10 minutes. Asking myself, is it fine? It is fine for now, yeah, but I needed another. Realistically speaking, I don't know what I'm actually going to do to rectify the issue yet. I really don't know what I'm going to do. That's just something I'm going to have to keep sleeping on for a couple more weeks until I figure something out, because I'm really rather lost with it. But yeah, I'm just going to come back down now, back down the hills, sort of down this little twisty bit here. It's unsuitable for HGVs, that's how you know it's a good country road, but it's also the crappiest surface road I can probably think of, so we'll just have to keep our eye out to see if we're going to head on anyone. You get a cracking view of Manchester city centre though here. That's what I like about that. You probably can't even see it on the GoPro. I'll try and zoom in so you can see it a bit better there. This is where I used to come when I first bought this car, and when I was in my red Swift as well. back in 2019 and the back end of 2018 as well when I passed my test, just to sort of get a feel for the cars. But I don't do this stuff up here anymore because the road surface is just honestly woefully bad, really bad, and there's a really narrow bit here as well. Glad I didn't come through 30 seconds earlier with that thing going through, because it really catches you off guard, this bit. What a nice lamppost. Okay, here we go, here's the corner. Can't see. Boy, knew that'd happen. It goes to like 1.5 lanes width. It's just enough to get through, but I'm not going flying through there. Oh yes, there's all the old cars here. There's all the old cars. He's got that old Metro there, Citroen C15. He's got a new R-Bath. He used to have loads more stuff as well. I think he's hopefully seen the light and put everything in the garage now. You can probably just about hear my front right caliper starting to squeak there. There's a video that's going to be coming for you all. Replacement front calipers. I don't think I did the rear caliper replacement video, did I? Don't know why I didn't do that. I was probably just being a lazy sod again. Oh, nice little pre-face MX-5 up there on the drive. I do wonder often what it looks like when they see me coming down the road and I've just got this big square thing taped to my head. There's the GoPro. I think I've found a location. Not sure if I'll be able to get in it, not sure if there's going to be people here. There probably is going to be people here, but I might just try and skip off to this place at the very bottom of this steep hill in a second. If it works, then sweet, we've got a little location. If not, then we're back to square one and I've just done a big fat loop and only got one location out of 3. Judging that a van's pulled out of there, yeah, nah, I'm not going in there, it's rammed. It's rammed. There's no max power car there though. Oh no, they've got, no! Oh no, they've got rid of it! There was an old max power car in there, I think it was like a Cavalier or something. And there was a like strict out RS Focus there as well. A green, lime green Mark II RS Focus, the proper one. And here we are at a local playing field in the car park to finish this video off. I've only come here because it's actually starting to rain now, so I do need to hurry up with it. And it also seems like, if I just go to the back here, the local Banksy's been here too, telling us to jog on, so we won't linger around for too long. So what's coming in the next 5 years? Well, I can tell you what's coming in the next 6 months, because I don't know what's going to come in the next 5 years, because that depends on many things. So first of all, the ticking has got better. I'll touch on that a bit more now. The oil thickener has actually done it the world of good. I just need to run it for now and keep listening to it, keep my eye on it, and actually keep topping it up. If it does go through any oil, I'm going to just add some more thickener to it. If not, if it doesn't consume any oil, which it probably won't, to be honest, I'm going to wait till the next service and then mix the whole rest of the tin in with the oil, and then that should be it pretty much quietened down. All I can do until opening the engine up again, basically. I really can't afford to lose any more time with it, so that's what that is for now. Secondly, you'll notice one of my last videos, apart from Tatton Park, was the airport drive out video. Now, I'm going to be doing more of these because I feel like that was a decent video to make, and it was a decent video to edit and watch back. I thought it was quite good, to be honest. So we're going to do more of them. I've got a whole load of locations all over the northwest that we're going to go with this thing, so yeah, stay tuned for that. Next, we'll be going to an event. I'm going to JDM Coombe on Saturday the 20th of July. Suzie will be on display along with all the other rest of the Swift, so if you want to come and say hello, come and say hello, and I'll be giving free Walls Workshop stickers out all day. So if you want one, don't hesitate to come up to me and ask, or if not, I might just leave them underneath a windscreen wiper and then just take them at free will. I have got my new intake on. I'm gonna have to show you this, aren't I? I'm gonna have to be quick here as well. So this is what I've done for now. It's metal. It's actually very cold, this pipe, which is very good, so I know that it's working. It's the first time I've checked on it. It's a bit rough. I need to get a lighter and burn off all these edges here, and I've also got some gold wrap to go around this, so it'll be even cooler when it's getting cold air. Swapped it for a ram air as well, again, only because I think it's rubbing there somewhere on something as it seams, but it's okay. Only swapped it because it fits better. The HKS was just not cutting it. It was catching on the bonnet. It was too heavy and it wasn't efficient enough. And I personally do actually think that sounds better with the ram air on it. If you want me to do a separate video on that, I definitely will do. No, in fact, I definitely will do a separate video on how I've done that, because it's really easy and it's effective. And then the final couple of bits I'd like to go on in the next 6 months, I'm pretty sure these are going to go. I've got a bit of a flat tire there as well. Yeah, the wheels are going to be going, unfortunately. I know I've had them for a long time. I've had them for 3 years now, these EP3s. I've not refurbished them once. I've only just like kept putting new tyres on them. They'll be getting refurbished before they get sold, but I'm going to be going for some better Honda wheels. Not going to say too much yet. A few people already know what I'm going to go for, or I've got another set of wheels in mind in case I don't want the Honda wheels, or I can't find a set of Honda wheels for cheap enough. I'll round this off by saying that these seats are also going to be going, because I have finally got round to sorting out the replacements, and hopefully that video will come out soon. There's one more hiccup I need to get around, but again, I can't say anything until the video drops, so you'll all have to wait for that one, unfortunately. And thank you, just thank you as well for the support that I've received over the past few years with this car. Has been nuts. I've had no negativity. It's been pure straight positive vibes from all you lot in the Swift community, so honestly, I owe you all a massive thank you for even getting me this far on YouTube, because honestly, if I was hitting 100 subs, I would have been over the moon. This is way more than I imagined, and it's fueling me to keep going and going and going. Let's get the 5k subs. Let's have this for another 5 years amongst loads of other cars, more Swifts. And yeah, thanks ever so much for your support and watching. Big up, big love to you all. Take care, and I will see you soon.